fantastic comedy show this evening. Hell yeah, you may recognize her from his podcast, Don't Tell My Mom. Please put your hands together for Hunter Luke Edwards!
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. My name's Hunter Edwards. I travel a lot for comedy, super fun. I drove here from North Carolina. Super fun. I drive a lot for comedy. I actually have recently driven to Florida. And I don't know if you guys have driven to Florida or not, but there are a ton of Confederate flags on the way down there, which I thought was weird. I thought, they moved all those into my mom's kitchen. I didn't know that. I'm kidding. My mom was she was a rooster mom. You guys have those? Yeah. Tons of like chickens and roosters, like calendars, stuffed animals, stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, growing up for me, like it would have been a lot easier if she had Confederate flags in her kitchen, okay? And stay with me, all right? Like, it would have been a lot easier to defend her, Like kids would come over and be like, oh my God, Hunter, your mom has a lot of Confederate flags. And I could be like, she likes the color scheme, She's never read a book. I don't know, like that. They come over, see all the chickens, the kids are like, Hunter, I think your mom loves cock. I'm like, fuck! How do I defend that? She has 4 kids, obviously, so. Growing up, I always knew my mom was crazy, because she always told me I looked just like my dad, which is really weird, because I have never been invisible before. If you didn't laugh at that, it's okay, I got his permission, he's dead. No, it was super fun. We grew up poor, we grew up really poor. We were even poor, even when my mom remarried with my stepdad. Like we were coupon poor, but we were the coupon poor where it said 1 per family. And so we would split up and pretend to be 2 different families. And sometimes my dad would forget and be like, come here, buddy, and try to hug me, and I'd be like, oh, pedophile! Like, I'm not being the reason we lose these free fries. Are you crazy? Growing up poor was tough. We had these things called hand-me-downs, which you guys know hand-me-downs are, right? Hand-me-downs are great until the person handed them down to you is the opposite gender. It made things tough for me, especially because I grew up in the 2000s. So I was kind of going to school dressed like the girl T-Pain would sing about. I was the shawty in the apple bottom jeans. It's a good song. It's super fun. I'm not a big date guy. I like fun. Anybody on a date tonight? You guys on a date? Anybody? Alright, some people are kind of happy about it. Some people didn't really on a date tonight. That's fine. One very enthusiastic guy and one girl that's like, no. I like fun dates, so I'm a fun date guy. I took a girl one time to an escape room. You guys like escape rooms? There's a lot of white people in here. You guys love escape rooms. I know my audience. I love escape room, but I can't be in an escape room with someone who can't solve a riddle. And I realized this, I was on this date with this girl, and I was getting upset. We were 45 minutes in, and she was stuck on the same riddle. It was irritating. I'm like, look, what's going on? What's the riddle? I'll help you solve it. She's like, what's black and blue and red all over? And I was like, you bitch, if we don't get out of this fucking riddle. And these escape rooms always have these weird names, right? Like Runaway Train, Mad Scientist Lab, P. Diddy's Pool House. There's a set of a Nickelodeon TV show. Cool, you guys all saw the documentary, perfect. I used to end that joke by saying Danny Masterson's bedroom. Alright, perfect. So, you guys ever watch that 70s show? Yeah. Alright, you guys ever played Hyde? Yeah. He raped a woman. So, that's the joke. And I always thought, Hyde is kind of a cool name, right? Like, oh, it's Hyde. So you realize, oh, that's a warning. I like fun dates. I live in North Carolina. We have this thing called GalaxyCon in Raleigh. It's a Comic-Con. Anybody ever been to a Comic-Con before? Yeah. Some of us don't get pussy. It's awesome. This girl at GalaxyCon, realized we weren't going to work out. We took edibles before we went in, and we realized we get high different. And what I mean by that is when she gets high, she gets really horny. But when I get high, I just get really high. And so we're walking around GalaxyCon, and she's like, do you want to go to the bathroom? And I'll be like, the guy that voices Kermit the Frog is here. I'm gonna see if he'll be my new dad. I don't like dating apps. I hate dating apps. I used to be on this one called Hinge. And Hinge is great because it lets you like start a conversation based on like people's prompts, you know? And this one girl's prompt was a picture of her in front of a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And the prompt said, guess what this is made out of? And I wanted to be a silly little guy. And so I said, macaroni. And she goes, no, think feminism. She put sparkles beside feminism. I said, oh, cooked macaroni. Which was also the wrong answer. It was tampons. And if you didn't laugh at that, I tell that joke a lot, it gets kind of bled out. It's fun. I have a girlfriend now, it's great. It's amazing, we never fight. Never fight. Although the other day, we were ordering pizza, and I was like, hey, should we get like a 10-inch or a 12-inch? And she goes, well, a 10-inch is like this, right? And I made her keep her hands up, and I measured it, and it was exactly 10 inches. I almost hit her. Like, I don't like it. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that at all. No. Hit my girlfriend for pizzas. Stupid. She wanted me to download this app to help track her period. And she was like, yeah, do this because it'll help you like, understand me and like, my body. It'll help you love me more, like understand like, the way I'm kind of feeling and like, the way I'm acting. And I said, baby, I love you already. You know, I'm your best friend. I don't need an app to tell me you're being a bitch. My girlfriend's great now. She's way better than my ex. Her and I started dating. Was she here? We started dating during COVID, which is a problem because I'm from the South and she's from the North, right? But I'm from the South. I like to, consider myself kind of like an ally to people, like a Southern ally, which I now realize sounds racist out loud. We were dating during COVID, and she took it way more serious than I did. And she's like, hey, you gotta like wash your hands, you gotta wear a mask. And I was like, look, I'm treating my mask like a condom. I'll put it on if you're looking at me. But once you turn around, take it off. And then 2 weeks later, we both find out we're screwed. I can't watch TV with my girlfriend because I ruin it for her because I try to be funny all the time. We watch a show called Love is Blind. You guys see Love is Blind? Yeah, okay. Those who don't know, Love is Blind, TV show. They put a man and a woman in a room. There's a wall in between them. They want them to fall in love based on personalities and life goals and things like that, right? So a man will go on and talk about his family, his job, what he wants to do with his life. And a woman will go on and lie about her weight. I told her it'd be funny if they had a show called Love is Colorblind. And that is where they trick a racist guy into falling in love with a black chick. And it'd be hilarious, He's like, you know what, Alicia, I love you. And they raise the wall, and he's like, fuck! And because racists are stupid, you get the same guy on for 8 seasons, just constantly getting tricked, Like, he'd have to start asking racist questions. He'd be like, do you talk on speakerphone in public? That was the least racist question I came up with, guys. I had 6 more, and I was like, not into a microphone. Stupid joke. I don't last long during sex. Thank you. Thank you. And my girlfriend tells me what to do. You should jack off more. That'll help you last longer. Ladies, jerking off in sex two different things, all right? It's like comparing a rib to a sirloin, you know? Like, sure, I'm full, but now my hands are sticky and I hate myself. What sucks about not lasting long is that I love dirty talk, right? And could have been them. I don't know why I looked at you guys. That's all. I love dirty talk, but you can't be into dirty talk and not last long, you know? Like, I can't be back there and be like, oh, you like that? She's like, yeah. Because then I gotta be like, no, well, like that. Thank you guys so much.